size of like a hammerhead shark. I mean, his pecs are out. I mean, he really looks good. He is the Strom stud of the week. The Steve stud of the week this week is Pat Eflon, showing up to the golf tournament. Number one, check, wearing the Tiger mock turtleneck. That's check number one. Check number two, his biceps are just absolutely out of this world. That's check two. Check three, the pecs. I mean, they're offensive line, it's hard. A lot of these guys don't have the strongest pecs. You really can't see them. They're usually kind of man boobs. But Pat Eflon, coming out of the summer, he's looking good, man. I mean, I don't know what he did in the offseason. I don't know who he's training with. But this guy, he looks like he can be a linebacker. I mean, I'm talking, this kid, holy buckets, and this kid's 24 years old. Pat Eflon, Steve Stud of the Week. Go check it out on Twitter. Kirk Cousins tweeted it. Pat Eflon looks like he is ready to take on the entire defensive line. He's ready to take on Khalil Mack. I mean, I hope he will. I hope he is. But it looks like Pat Eflon has been working in the offseason. He is my Steve Stud of the Week, the inaugural Steve Stud of the Week. Keep it up, Pat Eflon. You are looking good, my man. All right, last segment here as we bring up the video editor of the show. Matt, first of all, welcome on to the Strom Sports Show. It's nice to have you on.
It's great to finally be on.
Yes, and we have Love It or Leave It here. So we've been doing this a couple of times, not consistent, but we're going to keep it consistent now. We have Matt here, my video editor. He's going to give me the topic. We'll discuss. We've got 3 topics for you today. All right, Matt, love it or leave it. What do you got for me?
All right, topic number 1 is Kyrie Irving to the Nets is quote-unquote serious.
Wow. Okay, so I think if I had to guess where Kyrie was going, I think it was number 1, the Lakers. I thought that maybe he'd rekindle with LeBron. I know he openly said during the middle of the season, I have to give LeBron some credit. He really says this leader stuff is really hard. So I thought maybe Kyrie to the Lakers was definitely a possibility. But to the Nets, man, that's interesting to me. First of all, that means that D. Russ is gone. That means that they're shopping him. And it makes sense because I've been reading stuff about D'Angelo Russell moving. And it just kind of stinks because he had probably... If it's not Siakam, I would say him, De'Aaron Fox, or Russell are really the most improved players coming into this year. I think he did a tremendous job. But Kyrie, obviously, that's a huge thing. I love this. I think that Kyrie can fit right in with Kenny Atkinson, and they've just got a bunch of really good, really solid players. No superstars, just really like B minus players. And will Kyrie be able to win with that? Well, I don't know, because let's be honest, the Celtics were kind of the same way too. I don't know if maybe they were overhauled in the way because they had a lot of those younger guys, but to me, the Nets are kind of just like a poor man's Celtics, including the coach who I love. I love Kenny Atkinson, but Brad Stevens is still better than him. I love the fact that Kyrie for the NBA is going to Brooklyn, but for Kyrie to go there as personally, I don't know if I love this one. What about you? What do you think here?
I want to agree with you here in the sense that for a team standpoint, if I'm a Nets fan, I love this because you're clearing cap by trading Allen Crabbe earlier today.
Correct.
If D'Lo's gone, that means you're all in for Kyrie. But on the other hand, if you're Kyrie, then you're going to a team with a worse young core than the Celtics, and you couldn't even get you couldn't get to the Eastern Conference Final this year when it was you were going to be healthy with Gordon Hayward. I mean, you got Horford coming back. Jaylen Brown was going to be like up and coming. And if you can't get it done with them, like, what do you think is going to get done with Joe Harris?
Larry, Karis LeVert. And we're not taking anything away from them. They had an amazing year this year. But to me, it's like, they're very similar teams. As the more I think about this, like Kenny Atkinson and Brad Stevens, one of the 2 of the top guys here in this league, and they've got a bunch of solid B players: Karis LeVert, Joe Harris. Who's the big man that I love?
Allen, right?
Yeah, no, it's not Joe Allen.
It's the guy with the afro.
What's his? The center.
I know, I'm blanking. He got drafted a few years ago.
Jared Allen.
What
are we doing here? Jared Allen. And I really like their team. They've got a good depth, but they're not the Celtics. So I don't know. I love it for the Nets' sake. I don't love it for Kyrie's personal sake. All right, give me the next one here.
All right, topic number 2 is Kyle Lowry complaining about the fan push in Game 3 of the NBA Finals.
All right, so when this happened live, I thought, calm down, relax. He's just saying, because I think the commentator Mike Breen said, "Oh, I don't blame the fan. He fell on the fan. He's just pushing him off." And I said, "All right, whatever. Like, let me look at the video when it comes out." As soon as this came out, man, I don't know what the guy is doing next to him. So Kyle Lowry basically falls on someone, and then the guy, two guys next to him, like pushes Kyle Lowry for no apparent reason. I didn't understand why he did it. I love this for Kyle Lowry. To me, we should change it from complaining to spitting the truth, because Kyle Lowry has every right here to be upset. For a guy to two seats down to come over and push him, it's just uncalled for. Like, when I was looking at him, like, what are you doing? So I love that Kyle Lowry is standing up and telling the media that you can't do this, because you can't. Basketball is different, because football, you're so far away, like, from the players to the fans. Baseball, you're so far away to play. Hockey, there's a glass here, from the players to the fans. Basketball, you're on the court. Like, you're right on the court. So, you're going to come into these situations, and this isn't the first time we've heard that fans have, been in contact with the players. I love Kyle Lowry stepping up here and basically calling out this fan for what he did.
I love it, too. The big difference that I want to differentiate from, say, a Raptors home game versus a Warriors home game is that at the Raptors home games, you got just Drake verbally heckling the other team. So, I mean,
okay, that's a good point.
I would be okay with that. But the minute when a fan puts his hands on a player, that's when it gets to, because we can pretty much call Drake a fan.
Yeah.
So he's just a fan verbally heckling. I mean, Draymond Green, call him trash. But when you, if Drake would, physically touch Draymond Green, I would have a problem with that. I see why Kyle Lowry's complaining about it. But then on the other hand, it's the NBA Finals,
I know, but he doesn't. The fan doesn't have the right.
No, not at all.
Yes, the fan does not have the right to do it. And I like the Drake comparison. If Drake would, I don't think Drake would be dumb enough to touch anyone.
Yeah.
But I think what Drake is doing, it's good for. I like it. I think it creates another narrative for the media, and that's basically what they're striving for. Kyle Lowry, good job, way to step up. First of all, way to step up yesterday, because he's playing out of his mind. He played his best game of his playoff career yesterday. But also, way to make this aware here. I hope that guy learns a lesson. I hope he's fined actually as well. So, all right, last one. Give me what do we got here?
Last but not least, third topic of the day, Paul Pierce faking his injury in the 2008 NBA Finals. 11 years to the day yesterday. He came out and said on the pregame for Game 3 that he faked the injury because he had to use the bathroom.
And this isn't. We're not talking just the number. We're not talking he had to go number one. Okay, we're talking he's got to go number two. And Jalen Rose said it, which was really funny. He said what were you going streaking? And Paul Pierce. It doesn't make sense because he faked that. It was so bad. You would think he got shot. The way he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah. He was guarding a layup. I mean, it's just,
if you have to go to the bathroom, just go. I'm not saying, just go, but, take a foul. Tell Doc we got to go. It was so, unnecessary to, fake this whole injury. And then everyone was like, Paul Pierce is done for the finals. He snapped his leg. He snapped his ankle. I think it's pretty funny, though, that,
I think it's funny, but I don't know if I buy it.
You don't buy it?
Because think about it. I mean, if he really had to use the bathroom, he would have been standing there, crunching himself for, a good 5 minutes for the coaches to get him into the locker room. So, I mean, I just think he made a bad defensive play, and he was just oh, I got to play it off like I got injured.
I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to leave it because I kind of am with you in the sense that, I don't think he had to do all that extra stuff to, just go to the bathroom. I mean, I know it's crunch time, but, it's such... Paul Pierce is really theatric. He loves the theatrics. He likes, coming on the, the wheelchair. Then he's going to come out, and he's so tough and all this kind of stuff. I would have never admitted it, to be honest with you. Because, now I think about that game and that finals, and I'm like, wow, I used to give Paul Pierce credit for coming back from that so-called injury, and now he just basically blew up his own spot.
Right. That's why I don't buy it, because I think it was scripted for the show for a laugh.
Oh, okay.
So right off the bat, he's like, I have a confession to make.
So you thought it was scripted?
I thought it was scripted. I mean, I definitely think he was faking the injury, but I mean, was it to use the bathroom? The NBA Finals.
So do you think he had to use the bathroom?
No.
No. So you think that
No.
he just made this up because it was...
Yes, I think he faked the injury. I think that there's reasons he did it that he's not going to tell us. And the bathroom was just a joke.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing. All right, man. Good job. Good job. As always. All right, fellas. Thank you again for tuning in here. Strom Sports Show. Every Sunday, talknorth.com, SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff. Great show as always. Thank you, Negative Dave, for coming on. My producer, Brandon Morton, my video editor, Matt Augusta, and Jim Suhan on our website. We will talk to you guys next Sunday. Be good, everybody.